really quick summary. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm going to try to summarize it as best as I can because it's a very long story. A very long story. It has a 50 parts and it's 10 minutes each video. So that's about 7 hours worth of content, and that's just on TikTok. So I watched the whole thing. I did watch the whole thing. Reesa Teesa. The creator, she's really entertaining. She's very entertaining. She's also a great storyteller. So yeah. Okay, so let me try and summarize it for you. Okay. So basically, she starts. Basically, she starts telling us the story of how she met this man. This man, we're going to call him Legion. How she met Legion, right? They met each other in a Facebook dating app, I think. Yeah. And so they matched beforehand on Hinge. They met each other again on Facebook Messenger, right? So I think that's me myself, that's my opinion, okay? I think that's a bit weird. That is a bit of a red flag that so I forgot to say this. So they matched on Hinge and they met again a Facebook Messenger app. But the guy, Legion, he had two separate names. So he had one name for Hinge and a second name for the Facebook Messenger app, which I think it's a bit of a red flag, right? Like, why are you calling yourself different names on different apps? But I think when she brought that up, he kind of joked about it. He kind of made a joke about it. He joked. He joked about it, or I'd say gaslighting. So he kind of joked about it, and she kind of just, let it go. It wasn't that bad of a lie, right? It didn't really hurt anyone. So serious part to starting a family, so he wants to marry her, he wants her to be his wife. Let him know have kids, start a family, right? So obviously Reesa, she's very happy, she's very ecstatic, she's happy because I didn't mention this before, but she's like in her late 30s, so she kind of felt pressure to get married and have some kids, right? Okay, so as I was saying, so they're moving together. He's raving about buying a house, right? So they go to a lot of house viewings. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. They viewed 20 to 25 houses, right? And the plans always fall through. They are never ever able to buy a house. And the thing is, Legion says they want to buy the house with cash, right? So anytime they buy a house, which houses are very expensive, right? Anytime they want to buy a house, Legion claims he can pay the house in cash, right? So obviously everyone's okay, like you can pay in cash, and he shows, like he sends a contract and everything. And obviously anytime you want to buy a house is quite straightforward, right? You have to, show them proof of funds, show them proof of funds, right? But Legion always refuses to show proof of funds. He always finds excuses to not show proof of funds, right? He kept saying, no, anytime when they accept the house, I'll show proof of funds, which is obviously not how it works. Love, it's not how it works. To be able to buy a house, you have to show them that you can afford the house. Obviously, no one wants to just give someone a house knowing that they can pay for it, right? So that's obviously very upsetting to Reesa, so she kind of just gives up on the house idea because it's just stressing her out, right? It's just stressing her out, going to look at houses every day and being, knowing that you won't be able to buy one because your significant other is making excuses. It's very exhausting, right? So she kind of just gives up on the NDM, and it's during this time where she falls pregnant. She falls pregnant. Obviously this is upsetting, very upsetting for her, but unfortunately she has a miscarriage. Which I think it's another blessing, because if you know the story, or like if you know all the things he's done, this is such a huge blessing. I can't imagine how much her life would have changed if she actually had a house, if she actually had a child with this man. So yeah, not good. So yeah, she has a miscarriage, and Legion isn't able to go with her to the hospital, which is such a douchey move, because as we know, all of the things he says is a lie. So the fact that he was making up excuses, saying that he can go to the doctor with her, obviously about miscarriage, because he has a workmate, knowing it's a lie, it's very unsettling, right? So however, he isn't able to go with her. So she goes, right, and they give her a pill and she passes everything through, but the pill doesn't work well, although obviously she goes to the doctor as I mentioned before. Okay, right, so during this time there's all over the place, but as I said, this is a ramble. A ramble. So my thoughts are kind of all over the place, okay? So it's not the most straightforward. I'm just gonna tell you the story how I remember, okay? So, as I was mentioning, Legend said he wanted to buy a car now. Not a house, a car. He wants to buy a car, a broom. A car for the both of them because he got a company car, right? So now he wants to treat Reesa to a car. Obviously, she gets very excited. He tells her she should get the BMW, right? So he's just getting her hopes up. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a narcissistic thing, or if it's just, I don't know, if he just gets off seeing people sad. Oh, I don't know, he was trying to manifest something into reality, I don't know. He had a very strange thought process. He had a very strange thought process, right? So, obviously, as we know, Legion isn't able to afford the car, but even so, he tells Reesa to wait. The car would be delivered, and guess what? The car wasn't delivered. I don't know what else you were expecting. The car obviously was not delivered, so she just, at this point, she doesn't even believe anything he says anymore, because everything he spits off his mouth, it's a lie. It's big blatant lie. Blatant lie. A big blatant lie. So at this point, she just thinks she just wants to know the excuses he's gonna make. And about the car, he said that the car wasn't completely gone. There were some pieces that were in Turkey or whatever. So I don't know. I don't even think she believes it anymore. But little by little, she keeps unraveling like huge lies. Okay, so for example, religion. He was previously married, but he claimed that his ex-wife cheated on him. That's why they got divorced, right? Well, Reesa at this point, she was so fed up. At this point, she was so fed up. She ran a background check. She ran. She ran a background check on him. Sorry, my hair is just all up in my face. So she ran a background check on him, only to find her ex-wife's number. And after, obviously, speaking to her, she found that the wife didn't cheat on Legion, right? They got divorced. They got divorced because of all the lies that Legion would tell. Literally, not a single thing this man told was true. All of it were lies. Huge lies. Like he could be an actor at this point, because nothing that came out of his mouth was true. He could be a politician or something, I don't know. So obviously, the wife basically tells her that everything Legion said was a lie, and he could not be trusted. The wife didn't say much. She basically advised Reesa not to believe a thing of what he said. She said she basically was like, you do whatever you want to do. I don't want to get involved. But Legion is a liar and it's never going to change. So you decide what you want to do with that. So Reesa is not happy. She keeps unraveling more and more truth. So for example, he doesn't have a very prominent or important job. He's never had a promotion. He works know, I think he works in like he works in a big company, but he's not one of the top people. He's one of the employees. I think he was a warehouse operator and stuff. And he didn't have a company car. I think it was like a tow truck or something like that. And obviously he didn't have any money. This man was broke. And I see nothing wrong with obviously not having money. Not everyone is fortunate enough. And obviously I don't see anything wrong with working yourself up. You know, not everyone can start at the top. You have to start at the bottom. Some people do. So obviously I don't see nothing wrong with that. What I see wrong with it's lying so blatantly about it, you know. Lying so blatantly about it, so blatantly about it. Sorry about that. Right. Where was I? The only thing I is wrong with is lying so blatantly about it, right? So, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. So, yeah, basically you just discovered that everything about Legion's life was a lie, was a big fat super lie. Like, whoa. Even I was getting worked up white, you know, watching the videos, right? So basically she ends up kicking him out of her house and telling him to not come back. Slay as she should, right? As she should, because I don't know how you can deal with such lies. Like, I'm scared. That's so scary. Can you imagine? Like, I'm happy though. I'm happy because they were only married. Yeah, they got married. She didn't really mention it in this series, but they got married at some point of their relationship. I think they were only together for about under a year. Yeah, all this took place in like under a year. Yeah, wow. So they were only together for like under a year, and that makes me happy because you see stories every day. To commonly you see stories of people who stay in horribly abusive relationships for years and years on end, even they get to some point. So I'm happy she ended up things quite quick, and I think this just goes to show how desperation is like the worst. Desperation is like the worst time to be looking. So when you're desperate, it's like the worst time to look for a relationship, because you would settle for things like this. Okay, obviously there were a whole lot of red flags, but I think she decided to ignore them. She kept mentioning, she did say that she thought it was her turn to enjoy and live life and have a relationship and be happy. So it makes me really sad. Sad that she thought that she couldn't be loved by anyone other than this scumbag. Yeah, and he actually cheated in the relationship. Yeah, he cheated on her. Which, what the hell? Why would you do that? He cheated on her. Cheated on her. He 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 cheated. found his sister, which was a lie. He only had 2 siblings. And I find this kind of sad actually. I kind of feel bad for Legion. But no one in his family actually liked him, which is so sad. He was disliked by every single one of his family members, by siblings, by parents, by uncles, by in-laws. Everyone hated him. He was so severely hated, and I kinda feel bad. He did brought it upon himself, but I do feel bad because there's no way that someone who lies this badly and so often, a person, someone like that, can be mentally sane, if you know what I mean. Like, there has to be something wrong. So there has to be something wrong for him being able to do such, I don't know, horrible, atrocious stuff, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that was a wild ride. I really recommend you go watch it on TikTok, even if it's 7 hours. I swear it's gonna pass by so fast, and you can always change the speed. You can always change the speed, make it faster, but the 7 hours are gonna go by flying. Like, I've never been this invested into a story. Like, she's much better of a storyteller than I am,